Up and then Chrysler Mirage, Imperial Lodge, a couple to Jackman, Cucullin's Leap, then Stark Touch, Blackmailer, Anytime Angel, and last of all is Expect a Star. They travel 400 metres and here's Ronnie assumes control, a length on Imperial Lodge. Rider on the inside, third, then All Tanked Up, followed a length and a half away by Court at Dawn. Similar margin to the heavily back Chrysler Mirage, one off the rails, and then Jackman, Cucullin's Leap, Blackmailer, followed by Stark Touch, a trifle wide from Anytime Angel, and 2 lengths Expect a Star. This is the order into the back of the track now and heading along to approach the 1200. And here's Ronnie's in charge. A length on Imperial Lodge. Rata third from All Tanked Up and 2 lengths Court at Dawn. Chrysler Mirage nice and handy on the outside. 2.5 to Jackman. And then Cucullin's Leap is on the outside. A bit more than a length away. Next on the runners Anytime Angel, who's still pratted out pretty wide. Followed by Blackmailer in company there with Stark Touch. At about 2 lengths Expect a Star. They work their way to the side, and here's Ronnie's being attacked for the lead by All Tanked Up, and at the 800 All Tanked Up about a head on. Here's Ronnie, a length and a half Imperial Lodge right of the rails, then Chrysler Mirage, Court at Dawn, Cucullin's Leap, Jackman, then Anytime Angel, Stark Touch, Blackmailer, and Expect a Star is still stone motherless last as they run to the turn at the 500 marker. And again here's Ronnie with the inside running a neck. All Tanked Up second, Imperial Lodge a length away third, Rata waiting for the run. And now Chrysler Mirage is being called upon, and so too Cucullin's Leap. Well in the straight, 300 metres to go, and Chrysler Mirage and Cucullin's Leap pounce on All Tanked Up and Imperial Lodge. Here's Ronnie's called it a day, and Rata's struggling, but it's Chrysler Mirage, 100 to run, looking good. Chrysler Mirage booted clear of Cucullin's Leap. Jackman from a mile back, but it's Chrysler Mirage winning it. Second is a photo, Cucullin's Leap, Jackman and All Tanked Up, followed by Imperial Lodge, Court at Dawn and Rata. Here's Ronnie, Anytime Angel, followed home by Expect a Star. Blackmailer second last, and Stark Touch last to complete the course. Big bets landed here. Number 1, Chrysler Mirage, written by Hugh Bowman, has been far too good, perfectly ridden, under the 60 kgs. And he's run the 2000 in 2:03.44, coming home the last 600 in 35.34 by Chrysler from Imposing Bill. He likes the track here. He's had 15 runs here. He's only had 2 wins, but he's had 5 seconds and 2/3. Trained by Graham Rogerson, and simply too good. Now, numbers not up yet, but number 1 will be first. Now for Miners, could go for the second and third. Here they come. Number 10 is second. That is Jackman, written by Brent Stanley. Number 5 is third, Cucullin's Leap, written by
180 for third, and first 4 with number 2 and fourth, $2,771.30. So first 4, 110, 5 and 2. New Zealand's our next port of call. The favourite clearly New Zealand, number 6. It's $3.55 in New Zealand. Number 7 is at $4. Now more money comes in, $3.45 to 6. It's being very well tried. In New Zealand, number 9 is the next pick, and the 4 and the 5 are both at double, should I say single figure odds, so massive overs, the 4 and the 5, $9 and $8 respectively. We check over the page, number 9's at $5.65, so similar odds. Of those bottom ones, number 13, Vanessa the Undresser, for Hayden Tinsley is at $19. Now Caulfield in 16, no surprises to see Northerly. Top pick in Sky Ratings, 13 points clear of Mr Trickster, Gunner Matter and Gussie Godiva. 1 ahead of 6, 2 and 3. That's the latest check of betting, as you would expect, for the Victoria Gold Cup. All betting fancies Northerly, the winner of the St George Stakes last Saturday at Caulfield when he beat Fields of Omar. Moving well, New Zealand, latest betting from across the Tasman. The 6 is at $3.45, the 7 at $4.05 and the 9 at $5.45. So the 9's been well tried. And there's some very good overs to be had. The 4's out to $10, the 5 is at $8.70. So there's some overs to be snapped up there. The 4 at $10. The 3 is at $11 chance in New Zealand, Etoile de Nord. So there is some overs to be snapped up as they move into line. We'll have more from Caulfield very, very soon. At Rosehill, they've returned to scale 1, 10, 5 and 2, first 4, 2,771. This is the Group 2 Champion Filly Stakes coming up from New Zealand. The Fayette Park Stakes for 2-year-old fillies, 3-year-old fillies at Group 2. Let's head across the Tasman.
set now. The last one just goes in. Vanessa the Undresser with the aid of the blanket. It goes up. Desso's in the eights and the outside stall. And Valente Dio's in the one gate. She's News ready now. There's Fei Lung just unsteady racing in the Fayette Park Championship Stakes, and one of the first out, Sweet Talk. Out wider on the track, Gypsy Babe away well. On the extreme outside, Vanessa the Undresser trying to tuck in on the inside. Valente Dio's going with the leaders. She's News is one out, and on 3 out on the outside of the 2. Sweet Talk as they go up the rise. Gypsy Babe goes up 4 deep. Then followed by Fei Lung on the rails. Showgirl nicely placed 1 out behind the leaders. Then followed by La Fleur on the rails with Raspberry Ripple. Then followed by next on the outside, Vanessa the Undresser from Sunday Whisper at the 1600 metres. On the inside next as they go, Suitology, then followed Bell back. Etoile de Nor on the rear group, and back Adesso last of all, and 15 off the pace. Into the back they go at a better rate in this one, and the leader is She's News. 2.5 on Sweet Talk, 2.5 Valente Dio. On its outside next is Gypsy Babe. 3 back Showgirl in the clear. 3 back La Fleur is also in the clear. 2 back then Raspberry Ripple the inside of Fei Lung. 2 back to Sunday Whisper with Vanessa the Undresser. Next Suitology as they work up that rise. 1100 metres to go. On the outside Etoile de Nor, and 3 back Adesso still last on top of the rise. 1,000 to go. A good rate up front still, and it's She's News by 3 lengths now from Sweet Talk on the inside. Then is Valente Dio. 1 back Gypsy Babe lying 4th. 2.5 Showgirl lobbing along from La Fleur. Then followed on the inside Raspberry Ripple midfield. Then followed Fei Lung the next one. Sunday Whisper on the rails. Then Vanessa the Undresser. Suitology the next one. Then Etoile de Nor is next, and last still Adesso as they make the 600 metre mark in the Fayette Park. The leader on the inside, She's News, joined quickly by La Fleur. It cantered around on the outside to lead them to the turn. Coming with it, Sweet Talk on the outside of these, Fei Lung, and in behind them now, Vanessa the Undresser and Showgirl getting into the clear. And La Fleur held together in the centre of the track, led them now. Showgirl on the inside comes strongly, and down the outside, Etoile de Nor. Showgirl goes to La Fleur. She kicks again, and Raspberry Ripple's the little danger in the centre. It charged up and hit the lead. 200 to go. Raspberry Ripple in front. Showgirl, Etoile de Nor out wide, but she's going to race away the pony. Raspberry Ripple won it by 3 lengths. Going to the post second. Etoile de Nor got up from Showgirl third, then followed by Fei Lung, then followed by next behind them Sunday Whisper. Next time La Fleur gave in. Back behind these then Suitology, from then Vanessa the Undresser, Gypsy Babe, Sweet Talk and Adesso, and back with them also Valente Dio, and one of the last home was She's News.
Another feature race win for Lance O'Sullivan aboard Raspberry Ripple for Craig Ritchie. He earlier won a Group 1, Lance O'Sullivan, and still on our card from Ellerslie in Auckland, we have another Group 1 race, the Group 1 Federation Stakes. Of course, the big race day today, part of the celebrations counting down to the Asian Racing Conference, which begins officially tomorrow. That is the scene at Cheltenham. Ratings here went with Our Perfect World in this 2-year-old race, and it's all of the rage looking for moves. Bonavanti with Support, the 4. It's enjoying support. It's a first starter by Danavanti. We go down to Lucrative Dame. Paul Gatsmount has been well tried. David Jolly is the trainer. Now Rose Hill correct weight on 1, 10, 5 and 2. Now the key ones at Caulfield. This is the listed Victoria Gold Cup. The 2 is Gunner Matter from the Tony Noonan yard. Last start winner of the Mornington Cup, Alf. And here comes your favourite horse, Northerly.
Yes, and he looks absolutely outstanding too, Northerly. I just love the way he looks around, very proud-looking individual. Looks very good. But Gunner Matter, very good winning at Mornington.
Number 3, Gussie Godiva, as they move in at Cheltenham. Alf Matthews, Brian Mayfield-Smith, the trainer, a winner, 2 and 3 runs back.
And got form on the dead too. Brendan, I think that'll hold it in better stead here, because this track might just be a little bit slippery on top.
4 is Lady Knockout, which ran 3rd at Flemington last time out from the Tony McAvoy yard. And there it is right behind it, number 5, Alf. Lord Ardsley, a nice last start winner.
Yes, both of those horses look very well. Lord Ardsley is a good type of horse, very strong. OK, we'll have to leave it there, Alf, with that New Zealand commitment. More from your late mail shortly as we...
Now the favourite Rudder got away well along the inside, followed then by Court at Dawn. Here's Ronnie's now 3 wide, trying to make his way towards the lead. So as they sort themselves out now, here's Ronnie's going to go to the lead, followed by on his inside the favourite Rudder, and held up nicely. Followed then 2 lengths further back to Imperial Lodge, on his inside then to All Tanked Up, which Chris Franklin I think will beat tonight. Followed then by Court at Dawn, and followed further back then to On his inside is Jackman. Then came Choo Choo Lane's Leap, who's a little bit closer than normal. Then came further back then to Stark Touch. On his inside is Blackmailer. Then came Anytime Angel, and 2 lengths at the tail of the field is Expect a Star. Well, as they go around now the back of the course, and it's Here's Ronnie still out in front. Imperial Lodge now getting a little bit closer to him, followed then by Ratter. On his outside is All Tanked Up, followed 2 lengths then to Court at Dawn and Cries the Mirage on his outside. Coming then now further back to Jackman. On his inside then is Blackmailer, followed then by Stark Touch and Expect a Star at the tail of the field. As they go down now, we're just over 1,000 metres to go, and it's Here's Ronnie on his inside, and then getting taken on now by All Tanked Up on the outside. Further back then to Imperial Lodge, and Ratter now in a beautiful position and ready to pounce. 2 lengths further away then to Cries the Mirage, followed by Court at Dawn. Then Choo Choo Lane's Leap, followed by Jackman. Now on the inside then is Anytime Angel, followed by Blackmailer and Stark Touch, and Expect a Star at the tail of the field. Coming down now with just over 600 metres to go in the Spazza handicap, and it's Here's Ronnie on the inside and All Tanked Up on the outside. Imperial Lodge now waiting for a run, followed then by Ratter. As they make their way around the turn now, it's Here's Ronnie now managed to creep on a little length clear. Imperial Lodge now trying hard. Right down the outside is going to be Choo Choo Lane's Leap with Cries the Mirage. With 300 metres to go now, Imperial Lodge has hit the lead. Cries the Mirage is going to be the danger with Choo Choo Lane's Leap. With just over 150 metres to go, Cries the Mirage has hit the lead. Choo Choo Lane's Leap tries hard down the outside, but Cries the Mirage will win it. Cries the Mirage first, followed second now is going to be close between either Choo Choo Lane's Leap or All Tanked Up, and then on the outside was Jackman, followed further back then by Court at Dawn, Imperial Lodge. Then came Ratter, the favourite, who did absolutely nothing, followed then by Expect a Star, Blackmailer, and at the tail of the field was Anytime Angel. So I think you'll find the winner there will definitely be number 1, Cries the Mirage for Graham Rogerson. It's going to be close now for second and third. There was 3 of them in there. Still no numbers up here.
All right, well, we'll take it back to the studio. Thanks very much, Andrew Lang. I guess Jack Styring must have popped a foofer valve or something. He's probably taking a Bex and lying down after the effort he put in race 1. It was a great call, but Andrew Lang, a novice race caller, a fantastic call, only his second call live, and a brilliant effort.
Well, he's been doing that for, what, 6-7 weeks, and he's a live, he does comedy live, but I tell you, he might have a future in the race calling game.
I think he does, and there's no doubt about the winner. Cries the Mirage will get it. $4.60 the win, $2 the place on the New South Wales tote. Jackman has probably got second, number 10 at $3.90, and Cucullin's Leap is likely to take out third place. But it's time now for another sport update with the best sort in the business.
And Craig, you have got a very interesting ride in the last event on the card today, May Costas. Now,
Sullivan, this one a Group 2, Craig Ritchie, the winning trainer. And hopefully you found Raspberry Ripple. From Etoile du Nord and Showgirl, 739. At Eagle Farm we have a value bet which applies. Well, on screen, the Fighting Tiger from the West. This important hit out as he's Australia Cup bound. Let's return trackside.
Yes, it is an important stepping stone, Brendan, into the Australian Cup, which is coming up on Monday week, and he needs this outing to get him absolutely spot on. We know that he backs up well from races. In fact, he races even better when he has his races closely knitted together. And it would be a major surprise for anything but a win here. $1.20, and clearly the favourite, of course. Mr. Trickster, second total elect, ahead of Gunnamatta, and then out to Gussie Godiva. But he's just expected to go around and win as he should. Most of them are ready. Northerly coming up into the gates now. And we need Lady Knockout and Gussie Godiva, and we'll have them right to go. This race isn't going to swell his bank balance by any great amount. $65,000 to the winner for a horse who has collected just over $8 million. Now, Northerly is ready. Lady Knockout coming up into the gates now. Here's Gussie Godiva coming along. She'll complete the line of 6. The Victoria Gold Cup is ready to go. Set and racing. Northerly about 3rd or 4th out of the line, and Mr. Trickster, ridden for pace, is trying to lead early. Lady Knockout goes with him. Gunnamatta drops in 3 lengths away, third from Lord Ardsley. Northerly settling second last on his outside, and 2 lengths to Gussie Godiva at the 1600 metres, and Mr. Trickster out in front, 1.5 lengths. Lady Knockout is trailing second. About 4 or 5 lengths away then Gunnamatta, and Northerly is improving on the outside to get into 4th placing, and then Lord Ardsley, and 2 lengths to Gussie Godiva. Past the 1400, Mr. Trickster 1.5 lengths. Lady Knockout second, 3 lengths away, perhaps a shade more to Northerly, who's now outside Gunnamatta. 2 lengths to Lord Ardsley and a 1/2 length to Gussie Godiva. Mr. Trickster at the 1200 metres by 2 lengths. Lady Knockout second, 3.5 lengths away is Northerly. Gunnamatta a neck away on his inside, and then Lord Ardsley, and last on the outside is Gussie Godiva. As they went down the side of the course, they're heading to the 1,000. Mr. Trickster by 2, Lady Knockout enjoying a good trail, and 3 lengths away to Northerly. On his inside is Gunnamatta, and then came Lord Ardsley and Gussie Godiva together at the rear. Up the side of the track they run now. They're nearing the 800, and Mr. Trickster by just over a length. Lady Knockout second, only 2 lengths to Northerly. Then Gunnamatta on the inside from Gussie Godiva and Lord Ardsley. 6 lengths covered them at the 650, and it's now Mr. Trickster by a length. Lady Knockout second, 1.5 lengths away is Northerly. Payne just pushes him along at this point of the race from Gunnamatta, Gussie Godiva and Lord Ardsley. Mr. Trickster in front coming up towards the turn. About 1.5 lengths in front from Lady Knockout. Payne still working at Northerly as they come around the home turn. He's 3 lengths off the leader, and then Gussie Godiva. Mr. Trickster for home. He kicked away about 2 or 3 lengths now. Northerly, Payne's had to pull the whip on him. Mr. Trickster's running the race of his life. Northerly still 2 lengths away. Are we in for a surprise? Mr. Trickster 1.5 lengths. Payne really anxious on Northerly now. Mr. Trickster about 1 length in front. Northerly driving late, but he won't get there. Mr. Trickster has beaten Northerly. 3 or 4 lengths away is Gunnamatta, Gussie Godiva, Lord Ardsley and Lady Knockout. It is a knockout. Mr. Trickster, he's tricked them all. He's led all the way, and he has scored the rank upset in the Victoria Gold Cup. Mr. Trickster, Craig Newitt, Mick Price, they've taken out the Victoria Gold Cup and scored the upset. Well, of how many years? How long do you have to go back? This is a huge upset. Northerly beaten about 3/4 of a length. Gunnamatta in 3rd place.
Amazing. Just defies belief, doesn't it? When you look at the form, Mr. Trickster has been racing in open company and not winning its past few. Placed its past couple behind Leather Lane and Lodger. Couldn't beat those home, but beats home Australasia's greatest racehorse. And the weight difference was 9 kilos. St George Stakes winner fails to overhaul Mr. Trickster. Amazing. I suppose Andrew Bensley, Mick Price, it's been an amazing 8 days, but I bet you there's a silence there now.
Yes, Mick Price just walking around here shrugging his shoulders. What have you done, mate?
I just apologise to Judy Kersley, I know that much. I don't really know. I suppose Northerly's a funny horse. I don't know. I got no idea.
Pace was on. Good pace from really the start. Rolled them along, Craig.
That was our plan. I said to him, ride it like you rode He Guy. I said he's a sort of a tough, dirty horse, Mr. Trickster. He needs to be ridden hard and tough. And don't worry about anything else in the race. Just go out there positive and just be niggling the whole way and just keep punishing him.
Surprised you, to say the least.
Oh, well, you wouldn't stand here and you wouldn't stand here before the race. No man would, and you know, predict that result.
Yeah. Quick word, La Bella Dame later.
Yeah, if it keeps raining, but the rain I don't think has affected the track thus far.
Right, good luck. Thanks, mate. Mick Price walks away, Brendan. He's a bit nonplussed about it all. So too is Fred Kersley, who's waiting for his horse to return and have a chat with Pat Payne.
I can't remember an upset like it. I suppose back a few years, the Ascot Vale, when Spargo upstaged Testarossa and reached Choice, is the most recent upset of that size. Just amazing. 6-1-2 across the line. Quinellas Exactas trifectas confirmed. Rose Hill, Miss Rio Shea and Verstack equal top rate ahead of Sunday Joy and Bollinger. 4 and 8 equal ahead of the 1 and 3. Now, Sunday Joy double figure odds. We go down to Bollinger, which got a very good rap from Steve Brem from the Waterhouse Yard. Verstack's in the market. Keep an eye out on Stella Regal. Mail is she will improve this preparation. We check across the page. Azam Valley's at huge odds. Red Oog and Stanford both right in the market. Well, Craig Newitt, can this young star rider know that he's upstaged? One of the greats. Just amazing. First 4 details. Gussie Godiva in 4th position, $178. Trackside back to Eagle Farm. Alan Thomas stand.
They're on their way this time. Bounced in a good line too with one of the best away, Lady Knockout. He took hold of Northerly, only ambled out of the gates and went back second last. Mr. Trickster was dug up on the inside and he pushed up on the inside of Lady Knockout. And they put some speed into the race and led about 4 lengths to Gunnamatta, 2 further back Lord Ardsley. Northerly is out on the outside of it, just 3 wide momentarily, and 2 to Gussie Godiva last of all. Out to the 1500, the leader on the inside, Mr. Trickster, about 1.5 lengths in front of Lady Knockout. Now Payne's improved quickly. On the champ, Northerly goes up third outside Gunnamatta. 2 lengths further back then to Lord Ardsley. Outside it then came Gussie Godiva. They've gone up the back of the 1400 metre mark and Mr. Trickster on top. 1.5 lengths to Lady Knockout, about 3 further back Northerly. He's outside Gunnamatta 4th, 2 further back Lord Ardsley, and Gussie Godiva is up on the outside of it, over the top of the hill. They're at the 1200 metre mark in the Gold Cup and rolling down the side, and the leader still down on the inside here is Mr. Trickster, 1.5 lengths in front of Lady Knockout, about 3 further back Northerly. He's on the outside of Gunnamatta and 2 to Gussie Godiva outside Lord Ardsley. At the 1000 metre mark, coming down the side here, Mr. Trickster, nearly 1 length in front of Lady Knockout. 2 further back then is Northerly outside Gunnamatta from Gussie Godiva and Lord Ardsley. A compact field now at the 800. It's Mr. Trickster just over 1 length in front of Lady Knockout. 1 length off them is Northerly, 3/4 Gunnamatta. Lady Godiva on the outside, Gussie Godiva, and last of all Lord Ardsley. He starts to ride the champ along Northerly. He's 2.5 off the leader, which is Mr. Trickster, 1 length in front from Lady Knockout. 1.5 lengths further back, Northerly being heeled along by Payne, but we've seen that before. And then Gussie Godiva, Mr. Trickster first for home, shot 3 in front, Northerly into the clear, goes up to second and does the chasing from Gunnamatta. The others struggle. Northerly has to put the pedal down now. He gave him a crack with a whip. He laid in, and Mr. Trickster led by 1.5 lengths. He's got to pull a bit out, Northerly. Mr. Trickster's by 1 length in front. Northerly on the outside trying to get to him. Here's a boil over. Mr. Trickster's going to hang on, and Mr. Trickster has beaten Northerly 3/4 length. Goodness gracious. 3 away third in the race is Gunnamatta. Then came the inside Lady Knockout from Lord Ardsley, and last of all, Gussie Godiva.
Winner 6, Mr. Trickster, Craig Newitt, 970, 260 over 1 Northerly, $1.10. Third 2 Gunnamatta, no third dividend.
Needed something, John. Number 6, Mr. Trickster, ridden by Craig Newitt, has scored the boil over of modern time in racing, I can tell you. Mr. Trickster going to the front, has ambled along in the lead. We saw him off the bridle before the turn Northerly, but we've seen that in weight for age at the highest level. He laid in, everything was there, the similar sort of pattern that we see with the horse. But Paddy gave him a couple of cracks with the whip at the top of the straight, again halfway up the running. He was giving some 9 kilos away, but he's entitled to this grade of horse he was chasing, and he hasn't been able to bridge the gap. He's failed by 3/4 length. Mr. Trickster has led throughout to tip out Northerly in a sensational finish to race number 3. 6, 1 and 2. Well, Mickey Price won the Blue Diamond with Rodine last week. I reckon he'd get a kick out of this, tipping out one of the best we've seen in modern time.
And 6, Mr. Trickster, 970, 260, 1 Northerly, $1.10, 2 Gunnamatta, no third dividend. Quinella, 350, exacted 2160, the 612 trifecta, 4790. And they're about to move in Newcastle for race 3. The favourite is Free Cheers, 251.90. Rory's Boy, number 5, 330, $1.50. And number 10, Royal Siren on 580 the win, and $1.80 for the place. We have Correct Weight at the Coast on race 2 on 2, 3 and 4.
Correct Weight is brought to you by VB Stubbies and your local Pub Mart Hotel. There's one near you. The good times start at Pub Mart.
The winning rider. It's a slot on the program. Bollinger is the total elect. Mr. Trickster, we have correct weight upstaging northerly in one of the biggest upsets in recent times. 6, 1, 2 and 3. First for $178. Well, at Rosehill Gardens this afternoon, one of Australia's most popular young riders returns to the saddle after an extended layoff due to a nasty fall. His name is Len Beasley. He's with Joe McKinnon.
Well, it's almost 4 months to the day that one of Sydney's leading jockeys, Len Beasley, was involved in a horrific race fall here at Rosehill Gardens. Today, he makes his long-awaited return to the saddle. And Len, I bet this is a moment you've been long looking forward to.
Yeah, I sure have, Joe. Yeah, it's great to be back.
4 months on the sidelines would have no doubt been a pretty frustrating period for you.
It sure was. The first 2 months I was laying up and I really couldn't do nothing. But yeah, the last 2 months I've been mobile, so it's been a little bit better. The last month I've been riding plenty of track work and getting myself fit, you know, ready for today, and hopefully, yeah, we can ride a winner.
Refresh us on the injuries you sustained.
Yeah, I had a broken tibia and fibia. Yeah, and I had a big plate put in my leg with 9 screws. So, and I've still got it in. I get it out in 12 months' time.
You look as fit as a fiddle. You've been doing a lot of training to get back in the saddle a bit earlier than you first expected.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of swimming, a lot of boxing, a lot of bar work, a lot of walking, and yeah, I've been on a diet to get my weight down, and yeah, I'm feeling really well.
Your first ride back today is in race 3 aboard the Gay Waterhouse trained Sunday Joy. Very smart filly on her day. Are you expecting much from her first up?
Yeah, she'll run well today, Joe. You know, she tried well and she's been working well. And if you go back 2 preparations ago, she was flying. But just last preparation, she didn't really come back. So hopefully she's come back this time, and you know, she'll be very competitive.
The main horse that brought you back today, Dress Circle.
Yeah, he's one of my old favourites. You know, it's probably a little bit too short for him today, but I really want to stick with him. And yeah, he's probably going to get back and hopefully he'll be running on.
Okay, well, good luck this afternoon. Great to see you back, Lenny. You seem really refreshed and enthusiastic about making a winning return.
Thanks very much, Jay.
Okay. That's Len Beasley. It's been 4 months since he's ridden in a race, and today he returns to the saddle. A moment he's no doubt looking forward to.
He hasn't been on board Sunday Joy for quite some time. Back to the Magic Millions of 2002. Late mail time. Let's link up. Correct weight we have at Eagle Farm. So correct weight confirmed there. They move into line Rosehill. Some support Ingress on course, I hear, as we head trackside for an intriguing third race.
Yes, it's a very, very open affair, this one. And number 2, Ingress, has met with very good support, as you mentioned, Brendan, and is the favourite in the bookies ring, but much better on Tab Limited, $6.10. Firm favourite on track now, Ingress, ahead of 4 Ms. Rio C, 3 Bollinger third pick. And there's been good backing for Red Oog. Number 13, Red Oog, has met with good support. So on the tote at this stage, and number 3 and number 13 are $5.50 equal favourites. Now they're starting to move forward. Miss Rio C's moved in riderless. Sunday Joy, Verstack, Bollinger, Azam Valley and Architrave to move in. Previous race won by Chrysler Mirage, number 1 written by Hugh Bowman, beat 10 Jackman, 5 Coup Cullum's Leap and 2 all tanked up, and 2 Grand City Jim Cassidy won the first, beat 5 Night Raider, 8 Saudara and 6 Dudley Do Right. Now in goes Bollinger, some beautiful